very supportive of us.
It's frustrating not just for me, but for my firefighters, because we are actually out there saving lives.
Reporting in Troy, Ohio, I'm Keely Kosick.
And the Ohio Department of Health blamed Troy's fire chief, who signed off on the baby box and said it met the Ohio Revised Code.
And now, your Storm Center 7 forecast with meteorologist Robert Gauthreaux III.
You know, you talked about particles a few minutes ago with the smoke from out west, but not getting in the way of some folks saying they would see the space station.
You know, there was a nice video actually, someone that Terry Norris always sends in good pictures, shared it on my Facebook. You can see it there. We talk about it, and then I forgot to look for it myself. But it was really some good viewing out there tonight. Despite the smoke, the little haziness, you really don't notice that, at least with the thickness that we have now, except with the sunset. You might notice it looks a little bit different. But we did have the space station fly over earlier this evening. If you missed it, well, there's a good chance next weekend, actually, or this weekend, I should say. In fact, Saturday at about 8:44 p.m. and then Sunday at about 7:56 p.m. you can see it. I mean, it's constantly going around the globe, so there's always a decent chance to see it sometime, but it also depends on the cloud cover, which we could have a little bit of that this weekend. We don't see that outside right now. Outside in Greenville, clear skies. Looks like that guy's tailgating that van, but other than that, pretty nice quiet night in Greenville, as well as really much of the Miami Valley. Temperatures about 67 degrees in Dayton. A few places like Sydney. I know y'all like Sydney. Somebody out there always likes when I say Sydney, so there you go, 59 degrees. Always sending me a message on Facebook. Bellefontaine 61, 62 in Urbana. Overall, a pretty cool night. We're still going to be cool tonight as well. But as we move into the next several days, that humidity is going to climb, and so it's going to be really hard for temperatures to get even this low some nights, because we do have one more weekend of summer, and so in that summer-like fashion, we do have warm weekend ahead with temperatures in the upper 80s, might even hit 90 degrees. I'll show you when in a little bit. Now, the dew point hasn't moved very much. It's still just a bit sticky, but it's not uncomfortable. It's still pretty dry outside, but as that temperature drops, notice how the dew point is at 59 degrees in Dayton. It might move to 58 or 57, won't budge very much, but as that temperature drops and gets closer to that 59 degrees, then we'll see the chance for perhaps a little bit of fog. Temperatures are going to drop likely in the 50s across several places in the Miami Valley. In fact, we'll probably hit that in Dayton. It won't be very long, but we will be pretty cool. Most of the night will be in the 60s, and then you can see back up to the mid to low 80s tomorrow. Now, typically this time of year, we're about 79 degrees. That average afternoon temperature is trending downward because we are getting closer and closer to fall. So mid-80s tomorrow, it's a little bit above average. Now, as far as visibility is concerned, you can see a little bit of fog popping up there in the morning. I don't think it'll be as widespread as this morning, but we definitely will see that chance for some fog. You notice, too, winds are starting to get their act together. They're generally coming out of the southeast at this point. And then really, the more of a southerly avenue that they take, that'll bring in more humidity across the region, leading to a hot weekend. But we're under some pretty clear skies now. You can see some real light clouds kind of passing across the Buckeye State. And no rainfall, really, thanks to a strong area of high pressure. We're looking at some pretty quiet weather until we see the chance for rain, which could be later this weekend. Really, most of your weekend looks dry. It's later Sunday where we can see the chance for some showers. But as far as Friday morning, looking good aside from a little bit of fog. Even Saturday is looking good, some passing clouds. And then Sunday, late Sunday is when we can see the chance for some showers leading into Monday. And we still don't cool off yet. You'll notice we hit 90 on Wednesday before Thursday. And we might actually drop a little bit. We may actually struggle to reach the 80s, lows getting back down to the 50s.
All right, Robert, thank you. Springfield lawmaker is pushing a plan to honor Clark County Sheriff's Deputy Matthew Yates.